Good morning, friends. Welcome back to the State of the Market Live, episode 33. Today is 20th July 2022. Let us see how Nifty and Bank Nifty futures are doing. We will analyze how the day has been yesterday in both Nifty and Bank Nifty futures. But before that, let's see what a rally that SGX Nifty futures are putting on in Asia trade. So let's look at the daily chart of SGX Nifty, and we see that we are, the bulls are on rampage in Asia, and they have been so since 2 days or yesterday. So you see that, for the past 3 days, there is a relentless rally here. We see that bulls have, marked their stamp above 16,234 levels. So this is the level I have mentioned that we will see some kind of positivity on. And in terms of SGX Nifty, probably this swing high is a target. 16,750 is the target in the immediate term. Excuse me, sorry, for tomorrow's expiry. This rally is not small. However, we need to see how it behaves at this swing high, because we are almost here after more than kind of 1.5 months. So this level is very important. So SGX is kind of very bullish, and since yesterday night it has been very bullish. In US markets also it has been very bullish. So let's see what it has done yesterday and what it has done in the morning. So yesterday we see that SGX Nifty futures kind of closed higher, along with the S&P futures, about which we'll kind of observe in a bit. We see that we kind of took it up around 300 levels, and then we have seen 441 levels. This is the level that the market has been. So we closed at around 450. I mentioned to you that 441 is a very important level. And now in New York trade, in Asia trade, you see that we are trading around 16,500 levels. This is a very nice rally since we were rejected around 154 levels that I have mentioned to you. So this is very important. We are going into the market today with a very good bullish tone. However, we need to be very careful at higher levels, as the the chance of a pullback is always there, will always be there. So that's where SGX is. Let's see. Sorry about it. Let's see where S&P 500 futures are. We see that yesterday I mentioned to you that 3823 is very important. So I mentioned to you this is the level that is very important, and since then we have seen S&P 500 futures breaking this swing high. This is very important. This is a very bullish undertone. So that puts sorry about it. That puts this particular swing high into picture, 14,200. So we have kind of taken a bullish stance, and you see that here this is more important. On a daily chart we have nicely made a rush towards a bullish tint. So you see that how buyers have entrenched here. So this breakout is paramount for a move towards 4,200. 39.23 has been a very good level. So this is the level where a lot of buyers, as per market profile, this is the point of control. That's why I have been mentioning that it is very important. So here we have 38.23, which is the point of control, and then Now we are looking at breaking this swing high and then to the top of this range. So once this comes, this is going to be a very good bullish trend. However, if we break this zone, we can see some kind of real good bullishness in stocks as well. For now, stocks, that means mid caps and small caps in India are not moving. They are not pricing in the relaxation that the market has got from inflation worries. So here, around these levels, we have seen inflation worries playing out. Now those are all gone, it seems. So let's see how this plays out in global markets. Okay, now let's move to Nifty and assess how we are going to perform. Now, whenever there is a big rally or whenever there is a big change in the stance, what I do is I go to a weekly chart and check what is happening there. What is very important for us is to assess on a weekly time frame how we are behaving. Now here you see that we need to break 800 or 750 levels. These two zones are very, very important for now. The market has to take care of. So on a weekly level, we may kind of spend here before making any kind of up move or a down move. And if we break this particular zone around 700 to 800 levels, now the lower high formation is broken, and that is a kind of good indication. And if we are looking at breaking this zone, so we may look at all-time highs as well. So keeping that in mind, this zone provides the enough energy for the market to look at different kind of levels, that is all-time high levels. So basically, once we break this zone, we can see all-time high levels, and stocks in terms of mid caps and small caps can also rule. In fact, even most of the large caps will also start performing. Or, you can take ICICI Bank, you can take HDFC Bank, you can take Reliance, which we will discuss about in a bit. So Reliance will also make a good because of the windfall tax, the abolition of windfall tax or reduction of windfall tax for Reliance and ONGC. So we'll discuss those in a bit. So in terms of Nifty, this is where we are on weekly time frame. So it is a bullish trend as long as 700 and 800 do not act as a resistance. So let's see on daily charts how this is going to pan out. So on daily charts, the key thing that I will look for today, at the open, if you see this high is around 520. Now where SGX is trading, this is where SGX is trading. Yesterday you see that we will look at Bank Nifty in a bit. Bank Nifty kind of, the traversed more than 60%, not more than 60%. It has retraced 100% of this large move that happened on 18th. So on 18th, we made a large 1 minute, large bar in the first minute, and today you see that kind of SGX is kind of, you see here, you can notice it here, SGX is trading around 520. So this was the plan, this was the game plan of large players to set us up for kind of a bullish or bearish move. So this zone is going to be very, very important. That means the zone between 200 and 500. And once we break, as we have seen in weekly charts, we can go above 500 towards 700 and 800 levels. But for that, we have to stay above 520 levels. So what are we going to do? We are going to look at, oh my God, sorry about it. So let me reduce this a bit. Yep. So we are going to look at this duff bar. This is going to be very, very important now. So on the way up, this one particular bar is worth around 200 points. So we may have to, kind of first today, we may have to recoup 520. Let's see how pre-open is, whether it is so much bullish or it is going to be bearish somewhere here. So once that is done, we'll look at 600 and then 800. This is the zone where I think we can kind of see some traction. If there is any trap here, then we may, if we break the trap, we'll go up. Otherwise, we are going to come down again for next weekly expiry towards this zone 16200. So 16200 is now kind of a zone that is set up as the base. So for tomorrow's expiry, probably I am looking somewhere around this zone from to 16200 to 16800 is the possibility I am looking with. So if you are selling options, you do not have to worry. Let me tell you, whenever the market is trending, an option seller should keep their strategy very clean. They should not get kind of confused or convoluted by the market's moves. All you have to do is either roll up the risk or kind of stop the delta bleed that happens on the upside. So whenever the options you sold are in losses, buy futures or do something to repair, but do not give it to stop losses, because during trend markets, if you keep on giving to stop losses, you will end up losing a lot over the long term. That is very, very important about option selling, because trend markets are when most of the option sellers make mistakes. So you should not make a mistake. A loss is a loss, it will come, but you have to minimize the loss during a trend market, and you will make up during most of the rangy markets. If you look at the broader structure of the market, you will see that you will make money on these zones. You will make money most of the time if you are an option seller. However, in markets like these is when you will lose, but then you should not lose. You should fight back. You should kind of make a plan so that you are fighting back the bleeding delta. What I mean by that is, whenever there is a trend, look at minimizing the loss. Do not cut loss, because if you are going to cut loss, you will end up making large losses over the long term, and this will bleed your equity cup. So stop losses are not the way if you want to trade professionally. So the best way to kind of control trends during for option selling is to buy the futures towards the trend, or turning them into something safer like iron condors or something. This is what I tell my clients. So that's what it is. Now let's look at intraday. There is no meaningful intraday there is no meaning in checking intraday on a trend markets like this. So probably we are going to open somewhere in this zone today, probably around 520. This is what, as per SGX, SGX is indicating that we will open around 520 in pre-open. And if we go up, 800 is the chance. So you can kind of take some trend bets also here. However, if we cannot break 520 here, and if Bank Nifty also stays below this kind of level, about which we'll talk in a bit, we may cover this entire range for the expiry. But for now, 200 is all set, and the base is very good here. So you can roll up your put shorts also, if at all you have, to 200, or you can add 200 puts so that you are not making more losses. Now, so that's what Nifty is saying. Let's look at Bank Nifty, and then we'll look at Reliance. Yeah, again here I told you that whenever the market is trending, I take a weekly pattern and just look at the trend, how it is evolving. You see that there is a nice channel formation here. Just a minute. So here is a channel formation, a very nice channel formation. So we are going towards the kind of next swing high. Let me make it big. Yes. So here you see that we are kind of trying to attack this, and we have kind of completed the large high that we made on Monday. That means we have covered that. 100% we'll look at daily charts and intraday charts to assess this. So this is what I am looking at. So 36,000, and then a bit of 37,000 also. So here there can be a kind of decent resistance. So between today and tomorrow, my plan is that if it is an update today, for example, if we are going to excuse me excuse me, sorry about that. If we are going to 37,000, tomorrow there can be a down day and probably we will expire somewhere here between 35,700 and 36 or 37,000. So if you are selling options, the best way to sell more options around this level, buy futures or turn these into iron condors with kind of 300 or 400 points above your or sold option levels. Now, so this is what weekly looks like. And you see that, we are indeed trying to go towards this channel high. If at all this high is broken, we are going to do this. And if there is a break here, we can look for far higher levels. So for this week, you need to have a different strategy, and from next few weeks you need to see how the market is going to evolve. That is very, very important. Now let's remove this and kind of look into daily charts. On daily charts, it's a bit it is bullish again. You see that yesterday we made this kind of kind of on Monday we made this kind of hammer formation, and yesterday we kind of us closed above this hammer formation, indicating that there is bullishness. Let's again redraw it. So let me redraw it 1 minute. So let's see how it is going. Oh my god, sorry about it, this keeps on changing for some reason. So let's see, this bar is going to be very, very important. So this is what we are doing now. So we will end up, we are going to end up near 36,400. This is going to be a key swing level. 36,400 is going to be a key swing level from where we can see some kind of two-way formation for until tomorrow. So base is now set at 35,200 levels. So this you have to keep in mind while you are trading on daily charts. And if any bullishness about this bar, it's going to be pretty brutal for sure. Oh my god, sorry about it. So I'm not doing anything, still it is taking out a bigger pen. So yeah, this is going to be the key level. So that is where we are going to decide whether we need to, this is the level where the market will set the tone for next few weeks. So today and day after tomorrow, today and tomorrow are very, very important. And tomorrow usually it should be negative. So if we are hitting this level today, tomorrow, by all means, we are going to expire in this range. We will see how it evolves, how the players are playing the day. So that's it for Bank Nifty, and let's see how the intraday charts were yesterday. Yeah. This is what I mentioned. So yesterday we kind of went to that high and then we came down, went up, came down, went up. We had a very good, kind of, there was an M formation in Nifty and there was a W formation in Bank Nifty. So kind of, and also I told you that, on Monday, they formed a negative hammer on Bank Nifty and positive hammer on Nifty. So kind of they're doing, large players. When I say they, I mean large players are trying to trap us in both ways to show a lot of confusion. However, we should just follow our plan. So here today, what am I going to do? So if I'm going to wait for the day and see, and mostly intraday will be nice during trend markets. So it's always better to go out to the day and see how it is going to pan out. So mostly I think we will open in this range. So I'll see if we open, gap up open, and then we go above this level, I'll certainly be bullish with a stop loss around here, which is like around 200 point stop loss, which is decent for Bank Nifty. We can go bullish towards 37,000 levels. So however, if we break this range, we will close the gap and we will come back again to the 35,742 zone. However, I do not see any negativity as of now because SGX is not coming down, and ES must also be not coming down. However, I will keep a tab on pre-open, how the pre-open is going to be. Most of the times pre-open is used to kind of head fake retail traders. We have to keep that in mind as well. Now let's look at market profile charts. They will throw some light on what it has been, so you will get a better picture of what it is going to be. Yes, here it is. So we see that kind of this is the level that market says SGX is trading, and this is the level where we might open if SGX remains here in the next 1 hour. So this is the level where I'll trade, and if the market cannot cross this, trust me, this is going to be the level for Nifty. This is going to be the level for Nifty. So we will trade around this zone. So we have to remember that just a minute, guys, let me clear it so that it is good for you. So yeah, this is going to be, even if we open here, there can be nice moves here. We have to price that in as well. If we go above this, 575 is a key level, VPOC, which is called the volume point of control in terms of market profile. So we have to break that. This is a key resistance. If we do not break it, we are going to make two-way moves here and then fall. So we have to build various hypotheses as per market profile and order flow as well. So as I told you here, 35,200 is a very good, kind of basis here. That means that that's a support Bank Nifty is going up with, and we have to respect that. So keep 35,200 in mind. However, here we have to open gap up about 35,842, and certainly it is going to happen. If it doesn't, then we will come down. So this is the key zone that we will travel on the downside. However, since the downside is not possible, let's see what are the levels that we can get on the upside. Upside is very clean. So if 35,842 takes support, we're going to move towards 36 and 37,000. So let's be super bullish. However, when the market opens, when the pre-open indicates something, you will get a better chance or better idea of what you need to do. As of now, SGX is bullish, and that's it for the day. Now, let's look at Reliance before we move on and close the day. Let's look at Reliance. Reliance, I have told you, so we have to, kind of close about 2452. So again, let's look at the daily chart. I told you that this is the level that we have to now, after the chart is formed this much, everyone is saying that we have to cross this box. But if you look at our videos, I have told you on this particular day that we will form a day like this. This is called a B formation in market profile. I could see that happening over the next few days. So right before July began, I told you that this will happen. You can go back and check in my video that I told you that there will be a tight range here, and we have to break this range below or above to kind of break this. Now today I think we are going to open gap up, and this is going to be my first target, 2600. And in one of our videos I mentioned to you that this is called the scene of crime, SOC, scene of crime in terms of market profile, and this is the day when Reliance gave up a lot of gains. And this is going to be the target. So once this is broken, then the market will aim for the gap zone in this level, So that's how Reliance is set up. Even HDFC banks looks bullish because the results were kind of very good, and it is making good just a minute. So let's see how, yesterday I told you that this is going to be a very key and important level. So this is the zone we'll be looking at. So we'll be looking at 1400 and 1420. And whenever large players are happy with, kind of trapping that they are going to do, this is going to be the path for HDFC Bank. The target can be 1400 or 1420 if there is a gap up. So this could be one of the levels we have to keep in mind in HDFC Bank futures. So that's how it is. Now, also one more stock that we can look for is ICICI Bank. Let's see how it is. This is ICICI Bank Cash. Let's see. You see that there is a nice W formation. This is a very good formation, very strong formation. It's not going to go down. Let's see how it is faring in terms of weekly charts. Let's pull out the weekly. A wonderful W formation. So you see that kind of there is a very good W formation. 1, 2, 3, and then boom. So generally, this W is kind of the size of the W can be roughly. I don't agree with such. Kind of measurements that is called a measure move. So when I say measure move, it's going to be like this. So if this is kind of 100 rupees, 780 to 675, and we are going to go 100 rupees from here, which is like 780 to 880 is the level. So probably this swing high is going to be the target for large players, because where most of the retail stops will be there. So today, if we open gap up, so we can look for a target of 825 and then to 875 if you have the kind of wherewithal to take in futures. However, you can consider in cash. Let's look at HDFC Axis Bank as well, because these are the banks. As Bank Nifty is also bullish. We'll just look at weekly. So you see that on a weekly term frame, this is not a W pattern, but however, this looks bullish. So this is 775 is the zone that we can look for, and this M gets kind of invalidated. So this can be a good target. 775, 800 is the target that we that's all